Welcome to Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic on the Titanic. There we go. Random book review. And today we are reviewing a book whose cover I will try to find. Oh. Why do they do that? Why don't they put it in, like... There we go. You know, in chronological order where cover is the first thing you find. Okay. The Falstaf Vampire Werewolves by Lynn Murray. And this is a freebie on Amazon. And I was just kind of looking for, like, wiki books to just kind of, like... I'm trying to, like, get my Goodreads challenge, you know, completed. I have, like, 10 more books to go, so I'm probably not going to reach it, but I'm closer than I was. So I'm like, oh, okay, this was one I kind of accidentally downloaded, so I'm like, I'll read it anyways. And this is new this year. It was certainly an interesting read, where if you've seen Underworld, between like the Lycans and the vampires and how they kind of connect, it's kind of a kid's version of that. The characters were a bit strange. The way they're written kind of like, all with like high school not mentalities, or at least mentalities, personalities, even though they're, you know, of varied ages, where some of them have gray hair, they're, you know, very adult into the, like, very kid-like. It was very strangely done that way. I don't think I'll look at a pack of blood the same way again. She refers to, you know, like, if you get blood in a hospital, the bags of blood, packaged fast food. So I'm like, it kind of makes sense, actually. It is pretty, I mean, what's presented here is, you know, pretty much warp speed. It's like the foundation of a good book. And it is part of sort of a, it's not necessarily part of a series, but there are other books that sort of delve more into the characters and, you know, the detail of the world more. So there is more to kind of draw upon. But the story was pretty decent, where you had the vampires and then you have the werewolves in the sort of, faux pas isn't quite the word. The restrictions placed upon them as far as, you know, not quite how they interact with each other. You know, the relationships that you can and can't have, and, you know, the repercussions of that. It was quite interesting when you get to that part. And it is fairly detailed for being a quick story. You do get to know the characters, and, you know, even if you haven't read the other books, you still feel that there's enough information there to kind of put you in that world. So, and I did like Brutus the cat, Brutus the vampire cat. I think I'd get along with Brutus the vampire cat. It just kept reminding me somehow of it wasn't Artemis. Was it Artemis? Who was the black cat in Sailor Moon? There's a black cat and a white cat. I think white cat was Luna, and the black cat was Artemis. I think. But I just kept getting pictures of Sailor Moon's cat when they kept referring to Brutus and the way he would act. So, yes, I would be the crazy cat lady who was a vampire with vampire cats. So, it was a very quick read. It wasn't too terribly gruesome. I mean, you know, vampires drinking blood, but it wasn't terribly graphic, so the younger crowd would, you know, the younger crowd that kind of likes spooks would probably enjoy this. A very quick read, don't have to use any brain cells if you're an adult, so it's good if you're, like, a good read if you're waiting in, like, a doctor's office or something in those few minutes you might have. So, I do recommend The Falstaf Vampire Werewolves by Lynn Murray, and it's a freebie on Amazon. New this year. So, thank you for watching. Do remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more at the Strange and Exotic. See you next time, and happy reading!